Welcome to this guide on calculator use in trigonometry. Today, we are going to master one of the most common sources of frustration for students and professionals alike, the difference between degree mode and radian mode. By the end of this video, you will know exactly when to use each and how to avoid simple errors that can ruin your calculations. First, let us understand what these modes actually represent. There are two primary ways to measure angles. Degrees are what most people learn first. A circle is divided into 360 degrees. This is the standard for everyday things like navigation and basic geometry. Radians, on the other hand, are the standard unit for higher mathematics. In this system, a full circle is 2 pi radians, which is approximately 6.28. Here is a visual comparison. On the degree system, a right angle is 90 degrees and a straight line is 180 degrees. In the radian system, that same right angle is pi divided by 2 and the straight line is simply pi. Notice the 30-degree angle in yellow. It is also pi divided by 6 radians. They represent the exact same physical angle, just measured with different rulers. This is where the problem arises. Your calculator screen looks exactly the same regardless of which mode is active. If you type in sine of 30, the calculator does not know if you mean 30 degrees or 30 radians. It simply takes the number 30 and processes it according to its current setting. If you are in the wrong mode, you will get a completely different and incorrect answer without any warning. So, how do you check your calculator's mode? Look closely at the top of the display. You will usually see a small letter D or the word DEG for degrees. For radians, look for an R or rad. To change it, look for a key marked mode, setup, or DRG on many modern calculators. You might need to press Shift and then Setup to access the configuration menu. Let us look at a concrete example. Suppose you need to calculate the sine of 30 degrees. You enter sine 30. If your calculator is in degree mode, you get 0.5. This is correct. However, if your calculator is accidentally in radian mode, it interprets your input as 30 radians. The result is negative 0.98. This is a massive difference that would ruin any subsequent calculations. Now consider an example using radians, the cosine of pi. Since pi is approximately 3.14, this is a very small number in degrees, but in radians it represents a half-circle rotation. In the correct radian mode, cosine of pi gives you -1, but if you are in degree mode, the calculator thinks you mean roughly 3 degrees, giving you a result of almost +1. A good rule of thumb: if you see the symbol pi in your angle, you almost certainly need radian mode. So when should you ensure your calculator is set to degrees? Stick to degrees for basic geometry problems involving triangles and polygons. It is also the standard for real-world physical applications like construction, surveying land, and navigation with compass bearings. Switch to radian mode when you enter the world of higher mathematics. This includes calculus, especially when differentiating or integrating trigonometric functions. It is also standard in physics for rotational motion and wave equations, as well as in computer science for graphics programming. Here are 3 tips to keep you safe. Number 1, look at the problem. If you see a degree symbol, use degrees. If you see no unit or a pi symbol, use radians. Number 2, be careful after resetting your calculator. Many default back to degrees. And number 3, perform a sanity check. Remember that sine of 30 degrees is 0.5. If you type that in and get a weird decimal, stop and check your mode. To summarize, calculators cannot read your mind. You must set the context. Use degree mode for triangles and navigation. Use radian mode for calculus and physics. And always check for that little D or R at the top of your screen before you start your exam or project.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.